Oh, we can. No, I love you. Oh, wait. I'll meet you. Oh, I'll meet you.
It's like, it's unusual. Just cruise down Walker. It's like 40 miles.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it out.
It is.
Yeah, good stuff.
Jackson. I know, man. It's like an alien out
Mike
there.
always points out that, he's left-handed, so that's how you know. It's like, it's so cute.
I know. I look for the hair.
Chris?
Yeah, there's a Chris look to it.
There is a Chris look to
I'm
him.
going to bring that up.
I always think it's Chris, and Mike thinks he's left-handed. Right.
You got to take those glasses off. Are we live right now?
All right, we are set. I wore more comfortable shoes for standing today because we're doing it for 6 hours. We are live on.
Stand for a long time today. That's not a bad thing either.
No.
I'll bring out the children's chair for myself. I won't use it. Let's go, Jack Rabbit! Hello. Hello. I'm about to start. Chris is in the center. Aaron, right. Gianni, battery ram.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. All right, Jack with the first pitch, quite a ways inside. Looks like we have the same officiating crew as yesterday, only
We do.
switch. The field ump is now the home ump. The home ump is now the field ump.
And our field ump's our favorite. He took one hot off the hand, chest, mid-solar plex area, and looks like he's got no worse for wear.
Yeah, looks like he's in a good place. Jack starting off with 2 balls and no strikes to the first batter here.
We'll give you the defensive lineman after this pitch, the windup. It's a little bit outside. So we got east side behind the plate. Jack's on the mound. Going around the diamond from third, we have Gianni, Jorge, Ricardo, Cole. We'll give you the outfield here in a moment. It's a swing and a miss. 3-1 count now. It was nice. Jack worked the same spot. Going from left to right, we've got Joe, Chris, and Aaron. That's right there, strike 2. So Jack's worked himself back into a count here, Mike, and it's good to see you again.
Yeah, I was a little worried after 3-0. You could see he put his hands on his head and he was a little frustrated with that. So now it's 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch.
And it's right there. And Jack came back inside on him, froze the batter. No swing from 96. And we went around the horn just like we did yesterday. It's a bit sloppy to start off, except the third base coach is going to get involved in going around the horn.
Speeds the game up that way. We appreciate that. So as the number 1 seed, the Jackrabbits have the luxury of playing the number 8 team. This is the.
Awesome. What is this all set up about? What's this whole?
This is my midlife
Jackrabbit
crisis.
box? Yeah.
Yeah. So seriously, like people put the iPhone up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we did the iPhone, and then my dad would text me from Vegas.
Put it on like
And he-
Facebook Live or something.
Yeah, it goes through YouTube, and now we're all mic'd up.
Hey, check it out. It's a slow roll with Ricardo. Ricardo bobbles it a bit, picks it up, has time, throws it off to Cole.
Yeah.
Cole with the stretch. We got 2 out. That was a North Jefferson baller asking questions about the setup, and we appreciate you. And that's a quick 2 down.
Is that Ricardo?
That was Ricardo.
All right. So I take any chance I can to talk about the Jackrabbits broadcasting.
It goes E4 with a quick bobble. Jack starts him off with strike 1. He found something on the inside corner. He's working from the stretch, delivers, and it's a swing and a miss. Again, the inside corner. So Jack started off with the 3-0 count. Ever since then, he's been pounding him inside and letting that lefty action really take over. So it's a 0-2 count. 2 down.
Still
Nobody out.
working from the third base side of the rubber.
Swing, foul tip, caught by Eastside, and that's a quick up, 3 down.
We will take it.
Great start.
Great start.
Great start.
You love to see it. Now what we need to do is put some crooked numbers up on the board. What we did very well yesterday was put, I don't know, what do we have, 6 and 11 or something in our 2 games.
Yeah.
And that took the wind out of the sails of the other team, really. So we'll see what we get here from the Monarch Coyotes. Again, the number 8 seed. They had 1 win and 1 tie.
I've never seen him before, Mike. I don't know much about him.
I tried to find them online. I did find that they did beat the Regulators, the Wyoming Regulators, who beat us last week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. But they did also then lose to the Bison, who we beat yesterday quite handily. So,
And that's according to the book of Game Changer. Is that right? Okay. So, it's good to see who they've played, how we match up with them. We're going to take a look at their pitcher warm up. They're going to have the pin-striped jerseys with the black sleeves, gold main color, and they're going to wear the single piping gray pants. I'm imagining that's black.
yep, you're not imagining, it is.
It is black, okay.
Yeah. So one of the things that the Jackrabbits did themselves a service yesterday was getting very few innings. I think we only went, 4 innings.
Yeah.
So that was
It's huge.
that's huge on
Yeah.
our arms. We found out, for example, that the legends who were playing before against National Baseball, each of those teams won 11.
Yeah.
So that is a lot of innings on their pitchers' arms, and we I think saw in that game, which you guys watching at home didn't see, but at that game the quality of not the quality, but the speed of the pitching dropped way off in that game. So the Coyotes, however, at least the starting pitcher, nothing but strikes here with some speed, some pace on it.
Yeah, he's over the top. He's hiding the ball a bit as he's bringing it back. He's going to show it to you right where he's about to plant his leg, and then he shows it to you, and you got to pick it up right there. But it's over the top, and something that I think we can square up.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything like a changeup or a curve. Now maybe he's just keeping that in his back pocket, not showing it, but it's been fastballs all the way.
Mike, do you know where Monarch's from? Is that Louisville area? Louisville? How do we say it in Colorado? Louisville? Louisville,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I prefer Louisville.
As the French would not like you to say it. I think is how we say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know actually. I know there's Monarch Pass, but that's a long way away from here, so I'm not sure where Monarch is. You know what? Google Maps probably is. Why don't I look for that?
Guys, here's a pro tip for you. If you ever don't know, ask Google. They'll know.
Yes. If you've been under a rock for 20 years, just go to Google and Google. It'll get you there.
Hey guys, it's a bit more breezy than it was yesterday, but beautiful conditions. The sun is high. We don't really see those hazy conditions that we saw yesterday. It's a great day for baseball. So Joe's going to lead off. Number 13, if you're keeping score at home, he's going to give the adapt to the catcher. Thank the Heavenly Father, so he's ready to go. Pitcher's going to work from the stretch on this one.
I did just look it up. Monarch High School is in Louisville, so
Okay.
maybe this is a feeder team.
All right.
Strike right there across the top of the zone.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it's a bit low.
That was 56. I did think this pitcher had some pace on it, and he does.
Hunter's calling him for the load early, so he sees velocity out there too. It's a 1-1 count from the stretch. It's going to skip in about 49 feet, and it's a 2-1 count.
Got to get at the full 50 feet.
Joe did a great job of getting on base and getting off base often yesterday. A lot of walks, and yeah, he likes that inside corner right there. He's kind of set up on the glove side of the catcher, so he's going to like that inside pitch. 2-2. Joe's going to go right up the middle, and the shortstop sticks his glove out. The ball finds the glove, and that's 1 down. 5-pitch at bat. We saw a little bit right there. We didn't see anything off speed, and it was low, and it was fast, and it's right there for him. Yeah.
Yeah, second baseman celebrating with the shortstop with a little glove hit there. Jorge now.
A little bit of glove love.
Jorge's
up the middle again. It's tailing, and it's going to be caught. So it's a quick 2 down. And 34 is up to bat. We need base runners right here, guys. We want to win the inning. I think on Sundays you want to win every inning.
Yep.
And that's a good way to play ball on Sundays.
Yeah. Get on, get over, and get in. We don't need any individual heroes. Left fielder's taking quite a few steps back, giving Cole the respect he deserves.
They're playing him to go opposite.
Wow, that was low and inside on Cole, so that's going to be a strike to Cole. He's going to have to really change his mindset here.
Cole with the open stance with a 0-1 count. Pitcher's working from the stretch and the delivery. Line outside, it's a 1-1 count. They're playing Cole to
I don't know, they kind
go
of
the
play
other
him
way.
straight up a little bit, yeah.
It's a 2-1 count. On inside.
Glad I have the wind muffs on the mic here. Getting a little windy from third to first.
Strike 2.
That same pitch for a strike.
Cole's going to have to protect that inside corner because it's going to be a strike today.
Yep. Gonna need to learn. That's a tough one to foul off to. You really have to turn on it early.
And the delivery. Oh,
Foul ball over the back of Cole.
got to get that bat down, Cole. If you're going to duck, you got to get the bat down.
Hit
the bat.
It's foul ball.
So it's inside. Let's see if he goes back outside right here.
Cole checking the jersey or something there, but get himself sorted. If he does go outside and Cole can poke it into right center, he definitely could get a double out of this.
And the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be outside, full count.
Yep.
He's going to go back inside right here. Cole's going to have to be ready to turn on this ball.
Yep.
And he's got a real open stance, more open than I like. And we'll see if he can get to that inside pitch with that open of a stance. So he's a little bit more, no, he's open.
Yeah. Maybe
gonna
he's
have
preparing
to-
for that inside pitch so he can turn on it quicker.
Oh, and that's a shot. It's deep center. Cole's off to the races. That's going to go just shy of the track. Cole's going to pick up second, and he's going to be in there with a stand-up. No, he's going to go for third. He's got to get down, and he's in, sliding head first at third. So we got a 2-out triple here. Cole punishes the full count, 3-2, right down the pipe. I would love a stand-up double there. I don't know if he picked up a third base coach, but we'll take it.
He ran right through the sign. So thankfully there was a little bobble on the cutoff, but doesn't matter. Now we got a runner on third, mere 70 feet away. Teddy is the designated hitter today. We'll go through the lineup here in just a second, but we're only batting 10. Teddy with a foul straight back. That was clearly on him. One of the things that Coach Hunter has taken to doing is just telling Teddy where to hit the ball. Teddy has quite an unnatural ability to control where he hits the ball, but he struggles figuring out where to hit it. So usual hit it where they ain't doesn't work for him. Coach just tells him. Strike on the outside corner.
It's no 2 count.
Took a little off that one, I think.
Yeah, he took a little bit of off. There's no break on it. It was low, it was tailing outside. You got to spit on that one and protect with 2 strikes and hit it where they ain't, like you said. Yeah, that's good. That's a good eye. Teddy Thought about protecting it right there, but it was a ball. It was a ball. Almost the same location of that last one. It's a 1-2 count. Third baseman's holding on Cole, and then he's going to dip away, and Eric Cole's dancing back and forth. But here's the delivery. And Teddy's going to find a 5-5 hole, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Jackrabbits. Cole's going to come around. And, you know, Mike, what's really nice to see is big hits with 2 strikes, and that prolongs the inning and extends it. Hitting's contagious.
It is. Especially with 2 outs. Yesterday we had a several 2-out rally. So several runs on a 2-out rally. Let's do the same. Look for Teddy to get the steal sign here. So not a very big lead. Putting a little more trust in his legs. That he's back. Coach Hunter screaming at him, "You have plenty, you have plenty."
And I'd just like to say hi to my lovely wife who just showed up. Hello.
Make sure you put some suntan lotion on. Strike down the middle.
And Teddy's going to take that bag
in safely.
Hey, I got chairs in the shade over there too.
Good news for Cole. Mom arrived in time to see the triple. So, Mom. Apparently, Cole's mom is the good luck totem.
Sure, I'll take that.
I mean, we were 2-0 yesterday, and she was here, and it shows up, and we get a triple and then an RBI single. Surprised Teddy didn't run there with
It's another 2-strike count now.
2-strike count with 2 outs. You might send him.
Not a bad idea.
Really, no harm, no foul. Teddy does not go.
And it's a swing through and a miss, and that's
it for Chris.
That's it. So 1 run on 2 hits.
1 left on.
1 left on. But, right, you want to win every inning. We just won the inning.
Just won the first inning.
And if you do that every inning we play today, then we'll see you at, I don't know, 7:30 tonight.
with champion medals around our neck. So for the folks at home, we are in the quarterfinals here. We are playing the 8 seed. The winner of this will play the Legends, who are the 4 seed. Who won their earlier game. And then, of course, if we were to win the semifinals, we would go to the finals against a to-be-determined opponent. So the 2 teams that we played yesterday end up in the bottom bracket, the 9-16 bracket. So we won't see them again. It'll be somebody we have not seen yet this weekend. The Slammers one of the Slammers teams was the 2nd seed. So on paper, they would be the team we would see in the final. But as they say, you don't play the game on paper.
Gotta win the first one. I will tell you that I happened to hear it last night, and I happened to hear it this morning. That Slammers team, South Slammers, is something that some boys on the team would love to play. I hope we get there.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love to play for a championship this weekend.
Yeah.
If we get there, and I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, we would have this 12 o'clock game, then a 2 o'clock game, and then a 4 o'clock game. So a lot of baseball ahead of us. I brought charged up batteries so we can keep broadcasting the entire time. So don't worry, those of you tuning in at home. We will have a lot of baseball available if the boys earn it. Of course, it's 12U baseball, so some of them couldn't find their socks this morning. So let's see how we do. But in the first inning, we won that one, and we're going to keep doing it. So Jack back on the mound. Minor, there's a total of 6 available innings for pitchers during the weekend.
This will be Jack's 4th inning, I believe, Mike. I think he went 2 yesterday.
Yeah, I saw on the official paperwork that he was down for 1, and we had Ricardo for 2.
Oh, did we?
Look, so.
Okay, I don't know where I was.
Yeah.
But I like that even better. Like you said, our pitching's set up perfectly right now.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty.
We got arms to bring in if we need to.
Yeah, we just have 1 inning on Gianni, none on Cole, none on Teddy, of our kind of starting 4 rotation, and plenty on Ricardo and Joe if we were to get to that, need them.
2-0 count. First pitch skipped in down the middle, low. Second pitch was in on the batter. It caused him to duck and get out of the way. Jack's working from the stretch and the delivery. And he takes something off of it, puts it on the outside corner. It looked tempting, number 13, and gold pinstripes sure did like it, and he swung through. So he's working himself back into the count again. Yeah, and he likes that again on the outside corner.
Yeah, I'd love to see Jack come back inside over the plate here.
Absolutely.
Really jam him in. So one of the things, we have our pitching coach today. He was not able to join us yesterday to work, but he's joining us today. And he pitched at the collegiate level. And so he's calling the both the pitches and the Oh, shout out to
He's
Aaron.
going to flare. Aaron's going to scoop it up. Runner's going to stay on first. He just poked that ball into right field. He didn't do much with it, and and gets himself a bag out of it. So leadoff runner on for the Coyotes.
Yeah, and I actually think that might have been high. So he really swung at a pitch count, I think, a little out of his zone and did something with it. You got to just tip your hat to him.
Small lead. Jack's going to deliver outside.
This batter not tempted as much by those outside pitches.
Batter's going to take a 2-3 step lead. Jack's probably going to throw back on this one. And he goes. Cole gets the tag down and pops out of his glove. He would have been safe either way. He's going to give the runner something to think about here. Jack quick pitches him, and it's outside and away.
In Jack's defense, he doesn't even know what a quick pitch is. He's just ready to go. He's always ready to play baseball.
Yeah, it is.
So if you're not playing baseball, his only question is, why are we playing baseball?
Another shot. It's going to find a gap. Chris is going to run it down. A good relay is going to keep him at second and third. It's to Ricardo. They're sending him. Nope. Nice throw. Strong throw. So a good relay. The leadoff batter almost ran through the coach at third, thought twice about it, scampered back. So we got trouble on the base paths. Runners at second and third, nobody out. And it looks like a left-hander up on the plate in a number 11.
A strong throw from Ricardo there. In the event that that the runner had continued, he would have been out, I think. So in this situation, you're going to trade a run for an out. We need outs more than we need to worry about runs at this point. So check the runner, but then you're going to throw to first. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, and that's two beautiful placed pitches by Jack on the outside corner because, it's just sweeping across the plate for the lefty. It's hard to pick that up, man, especially with Jack's natural accent on this one. So let's see what he does with the 0-2 count, the delivery from the stretch. And he tried it out. It's a good miss right there. It's a great miss.
Exactly. On an 0-2 count, you know the batter's going to be swinging at a bigger zone, but wasn't quite tempted enough. There it is. Oh! Man, I thought that was going to be good. End up in the dirt. Great stop by Isai.
So Gianni's playing bag level depth. Jorge's a couple steps in. Ricardo's straight up. Cole's playing back for the left-hander. And he's swinging through his strike three. That's a big strikeout right there. That lefty had fits with Jack, and Jack took advantage of that left-on-left crime.
All right, in steps number 28 for the Coyotes.
Jorge's still just a bit in. We're playing pretty straight up in the outfield, mid-depth. They like that outside corner, what they see from Jack. They're swinging at it.
The good news is they can't do much with it.
Yeah.
We did see obviously the leadoff batter poke it into right, but most of the time you can't do much with it. It ends up being a weak ground ball to the first baseman.
Yep, outside corner again. And number 28 got a bit more of that. He's on it. I would like a waste pitch right here outside. See if you can give him at something, change outside corner, then bust him inside.
Even further outside?
Absolutely. But a little bit change of pace, not over the plate.
Only if Isai knows it's coming.
Yes.
I would hate to have a runner come in.
He's jamming him inside, and he turns on it. It's right to Joe. Joe doesn't charge it, and he's holding on to the ball, and he's going to go home. Throw the ball. Oh. Yeah, that was. So that's an RBI single, and it's going to be E7, E6 on both of those. We pumped twice. We didn't know where we wanted to go, and that's unfortunate. Yeah. So it's 2-1 now.
Yep, 2 runs in. You need quicker decision making from your shortstop there. Excellent stop at the plate by Isai. If you saw that, he actually physically stopped the runner from touching the base, but because the ball skipped past, runner scores.
Jack's working quick with a swing and a miss. Cole had a chat with Jack, guys, just to say, you're fine. Let's get this guy out. Yep. We're going to be okay.
We're the home team. So, again, this is just the top of the second. We get our chances in the bottom.
And ball's going to scoop by Isai. Isai's on it. There's going to be a play at the plate. And Jack's got him on the tag. No, he's under the tag. Isai got him there. Isai threw down his helmet. He needs to be very careful right now. The fact is that the throw beat him there, and the tag wasn't down. He was under the plate. It's 3-1, and there's 1 out, and that's what it is.
All right, bases are empty now. Chance to reset. The chance for Jack to reset. A lot of excitement now out of the Coyotes dugout.
Absolutely. And they needed that answer after going down. And kudos to them. We need an answer ourselves right now.
Yes, we do.
So Jack's working from the stretch, third base side of the rubber, the delivery. And he's inside and he skips another one.
Oh, is that ball 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize, folks at home. I was off by 1.
Hunter's going to have a chat. The ball's going to go into center field. Chris is all over it. Joe was almost there to make a play.
Well, time was called as we've got a mound visit. Coach Hunter having a real heart-to-heart with Jack. So one of the things that we talked about, I think, yesterday with Jack is that his emotions are on his sleeve. You know where he's at.
You know where he's
and
at.
you can tell just from his body language right now, slumped shoulders, head hanging down. He is not feeling it. So Coach needs a pickup. It's less about technique and more about keep your head up.
They're looking to turn 2 on this one. I hope they do it one at a time. Let's get the out. Let's gain composure. Let's get the bats up. Let's put some pressure on the Coyotes here.
Yep.
So,
yeah, we got a lefty on lefty here. Jack has had success against lefties. Let's see how this goes.
it's an inside ball. It's right in between first and second. The Monarch team's feeling it right now. And you know, there's no play on that one. It's a good swing from a lefty who just turned on it and poked it right through where they weren't.
Yep, exactly. And as you mentioned, hitting's contagious.
Yes,
right?
it is.
So
Jack throws behind him, and it's a dead ball, and Jack hits him. So
you go bases loaded now.
That's going to be it for Jack. Jack's going to work 1 in the 3rd innings, and he steps off the rubber. He knows he's done.
Coach has seen enough.
Yeah.
In steps Gianni.
That was a hung head on Gianni.
Yeah. So what I'm guessing here is Gianni is going to come in and pitch. Joe's going to play first. Cole's going to take 3rd. So it's going to be Gianni and Isai behind the plate. When he gets back from getting his other glove, Cole's going to be at 3rd. Jorge's short, Ricardo's 2nd. Joe's going to move from left to 1st. Jack's going to take center field. Chris is going to move over to left, and Aaron's going to remain in right. And those are your defensive changes and pitching substitutions.
It's an absolute blender out there. So as a reminder, we are only batting 10. That is 9 plus a DH. So defensively, when you make a change, that is also a change in the lineup. And that's why you haven't seen anybody actually come off the field. This allows everybody who is batting to stay in the order they're at. In Kaba, you're allowed to substitute once, so you can bring a player in for somebody else and then bring that original player back one time. And I think Coach is trying to keep the substitutions to a minimum.
So Gianni is working on his 4th warm-up pitch. Nice velocity, nice form. Gianni's, gosh, he's been the guy lately. As the kids have said, he's him.
He's him.
He's him right now. And there's no question that Gianni is looking really good. He says one more from Isai, and he's going to be ready to go. It's working from the stretch.
Yeah, I would definitely argue that Gianni in the last, say, 10 games has been our ace. Teddy has struggled. Cole hasn't really gotten the pitches in. Obviously, Jack is very hit or miss.
Yeah.
So Gianni has really been the guy we can go to get the outs in the innings we need. Everybody's returning to their positions. Umpire is putting his mask back on.
I want to see somebody call something out right here. It's 1 down. Everyone needs to know where to go right here.
Your brother's pitching.
Let's go, Gianni! Let's go!
Now hopefully the...
So Hunter made it really easy to call. Corners are coming home. Middle infielders are at double play depth. And Gianni's going to work. And this kid's probably going to be late. The 0-0 pitch. And it's a delayed strike call.
No, high. I think it was high.
Oh, he put his hand up.
He gestured high.
Gestured high. Okay, it's a 1-0 count.
.57-mile-an-hour pitch from Gianni on the outside corner.
That's a beautiful pitch. Not much you can do with that. You can watch it go by. You can try to swing at it. Take something off on this one, Gianni. And it's high.
He definitely did not there.
No, it's 2-1 count.
So Gianni is one of the pitchers on our team that consistently throws the curveball. As with any day on any field, you don't know how it's going to perform until you throw it, but he has had some real consistency.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been it.
Yeah, it didn't break very much, but it hung right there. The batter didn't offer, and it's a 2-2 count.
Calls from Gianni's father for ultra.
And it's a beautiful high strike. Had to protect off that last curveball that stayed up in the zone, and it almost looks the same out of his hand. So 2 down. Now we could play normal infield depth. There's a play at any base. Got to get out of this inning. No more runs can get across, and we got to get the bats out, Mike.
Well, and nothing breaks your spirit like leaving the bases loaded. So we really are going to need that here.
Eastside with a nice stop on the outside corner. He's going to throw back to Cole, and there's not going to be play. Eastside's going to give him something to think about, though.
Yeah, why did he do that? Good backup from Chris in left field, just in case it did skip past our third baseman. Ball high. Gianni, a little bit of a hole now. Going to have to bring it here.
Cole says Eastside, he's got him. So, I don't know.
You think
We'll
we're
see what
going
we
to get a
get.
throwdown?
We'll see. It's a 2-0 count. He's high and away. Nowhere to put him. First, second, and third are occupied. And honestly, I'd give the kid the green light here with the bases loaded.
To swing?
Absolutely.
2 outs?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I'd have him take and see if he can't get a free run here.
He had the green light, and he was on it. Fouled it straight back. How do you put it where it is? Number 96. So we'll see what we get.
See what we get.
That's scary.
I think you gotta go back and do that again. Don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Give him your best. Challenge him. The delivery. And he's on it. He's got fast hands, this number 96. Johnny worked himself back into the count. And I would love to see that curveball, right? I think at the last tournament, I wasn't here.
Everybody's running. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everybody will be running. If Gianni's feeling the curveball, here it comes.
He'll get him with it if he can get over the plate. Here's the 3-2 pitch.
High fastball.
And it's right there! So Gianni works out of trouble. It's 3-1. And gosh, we needed that.
Did I not say our current ace of the staff, Mr. Gianni? That was some beautiful pitching. Great pitch calls. So 3-1. Now, win the inning, right? Come back and score a couple of runs.
Yeah, you win the inning.
That's all we need to do.
We need an answer.
So this inning, it'll be the man of the hour, Gianni, leading off with Aaron on deck, and then Ricardo in the hole.
So what we've seen so far is that this pitcher's hittable. The defense has been on point, and the gold and black pinstripe team's ready to swing. And this is, I think, the kind of game that you want, game one. And I want to see what our boys have, Mike.
No, we're going to have to earn this championship this weekend. Right? There's no question. Starting with the Coyotes and then going against the Legends next, it's going to be a game where our boys have to stand up. So, Coach Paul is firmly convinced we are not a AA team. I think on paper our talent says we're not a AA team, but our results haven't shown us that yet. We're 12, 10, and 1 this year, and we have lost to teams we certainly should be beatable.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. I think you want this one really bad. I think this is going to set up us for the summer. I think if you think about it, right around this time last year, this is when we started to get really hot, and we started to string tournament after tournament after tournament together with positive results and glimpses, if not extended, long looks at what this ball club is really capable of. So
yeah,
this is going to be great, man. It's going to be a heck of a game right here. Number 19, as hot as they come right now, is going to lead us off, followed by Aaron, who has been pretty dang hot himself. And Ricardo's going to be in the hole, ready to go. And if anyone should reach, I honestly don't know who it is. I'm thinking Javon.
No, it'll be Jack and Issa. Again, go in the shorter lineup so
Okay.
that we can turn the lineup over more quickly. So we will see Javon for sure today, but I would guess on the second time through the lineup.
Okay.
So just a reminder, Gianni hit a ball 302 feet, the distance down the left field line yesterday, but it was hooked foul. And that was against a pitcher who was throwing a little bit slower. So let's see if he can't silence his critics here with another long shot.
Strike one from the Coyotes pitcher, low, out, perfect placement, a lot of velocity, pop the glove. And he goes to the same spot. Gianni's going to hit that one. It's over the center fielder's head. That ball's going to go right short of the track. Gianni's at second, and he's got the stop sign on. And unlike Cole, he actually stops at second base with a stand-up double. And that's what you want, gosh. Gianni's on fire, man.
He is on fire.
It must feel good to be that hot.
Yeah, I mean, to be successful at all that you do on the baseball diamond, it feels good. Chance of MVP chanting in my head anyway at this point.
There's no question, Mike. Let's see if we can plate him. I think
that was a 61-mile-an-hour pitch, by the way, for the pitcher that Gianni turned around on. That's why the ball went so far. When the pitcher provides that much power, you just have to make contact.
And he's going to skip this one. Gianni scampers off second. It's a healthy lead. He's not in danger. Second baseman jaunts to the bag. Gianni's not really scared. Gianni's a great base runner as well, man. Everything's working for the kid right now. Aaron, I'd love to see him look right side like he did all yesterday. Yep, slowing outside.
Especially with that outside pitch, you can poke out. So.
Yeah.
Yet Gianni kind of runs like a tree, or his dad says he runs like he's stuck in the mud, but he is just good baseball awareness. A good sized lead here, but not one that he's in danger of picking off on. And then getting a healthy.
Aaron's going to fight the 5-5 hold. Gianni's going to be at third, and he's going to get the hold sign. It's a good throw from the left fielder. We got Jax on the corners with number 22 up. Now, what do we know about Ricardo?
Well, what we know about Ricardo is, first of all, yesterday he pitched, and while he wasn't throwing hard, he got the outs that we needed. Next, he loves to bunt.
He loves to. Mike, what do you think about a suicide squeeze right here? I know it's dangerous. Ricardo's going to turn around, square up to bunt. He's going to pull it back at the last second. We're going to take second base. And golly, you know, it would be a gutsy call, but I love it, man. But at this point, let's see if he even squares around.
Well, you know, first baseman's back. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a bunt for a hit down the right field line.
He's going to ground to the third. It's a defensive stop by the third baseman. Nice stretch by the first baseman, and it hit on the ground. Aaron's going to move over to third. It was out of his glove, and I'm going to get a good hug from my daughter.
Oh, and he was safe at first. We did just had to confirm there, but it looks like they're calling him safe as the ball rolled, stretched by the first baseman, but then the ball rolled out. Not quite the maybe the grip to. Not right now.
Not only do we have a congregation of the umpires who reversed the call, they're going to call Ricardo out. So Aaron's going to advance to third. We got one in on that play, one out now. It's a 3-2 game. So after the umpires met, the children also met in front of the broadcast booth. So everyone's meeting right now. And I would love Jack to meet this ball and take it out to left field like he did yesterday.
Yeah, left. Oh, Jack with the happiest of feet.
Wow. That's the movie Happy Feet was accurately described on that.
It was a
last
biography
at-bat.
of Jack at bat.
Man. So if he steps forward, he's going to hit it to left, and he's going to get results. And he ducks out of the way. Aaron inches down the third base line just to have a peek, and he's back to the bag.
So again, Jack's such a gutsy player. Yesterday, mad at himself because he reflexively ducked out of the way, as you do as a human, but that he didn't take a pitch in the ribs. So, stepping towards first again, robs himself of all that power. All his power going towards first rather than up the middle. Jack's got to be good here. On deck is Isai.
Says 1-2 count.
1-2, one down.
And the delivery. Oh! Just stay in there. Don't bail, number 6. Don't bail. It's a good defensive swing. He can hit it.
Step towards the pitcher. Step towards.
Here's the 1-2 pitch again. Yeah.
That was the correct call.
That was the correct call. Jack bailed again, and he hit him on the inside corner. And it was a great pitch, great result. 2 out. We got to get this runner in at third.
Yeah, we got it. If we're going to win this inning, is what we need to do. That tying run would be huge.
Isai had a couple pokes yesterday. Isai's been on fire from the catcher position.
Oh, he's absolutely our strongest catcher on the team.
It's low and low.
Just
So it's 1-0 count.
Oops, I guess I was. All right. So Joe in the on-deck circle. So with only 10 batters, we have now turned the batting order over.
And it's a swing and a miss.
Isai quite a bit behind that pitch. He's either going to make a decision sooner or step back in the box, or both.
Isai gets his hands slightly closed, and it's strike 2.
He was loaded nice and early there, just not making the contact there. Hole on the left side where we have managed to put the ball through a couple of times.
Isai's opened up his stance a little bit right here to chop at it and protect, and it's going to be low and away. It's a 2-2 count.
Deuce is wild, 2 down, 2 out, 2 strikes, 2 balls, and 2 out.
1 in, I'd like to have 2 in.
Yes.
We'll do that whole duck thing like we did yesterday. I love it. We had a bunch of 2-out hits yesterday. Let's get another one. And he swings through his strike 3. So we're going to go into the top of the third. Gianni's going to be back on the bump. It's a 3-2 ball game. It's a game.
Tip my hat to that pitcher there. He made all the pitches he needed to make. So I want to take this half inning just to shout out the Colorado Mesa Division II, the only RMAC, Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference team to make the Division II regionals. They won their series this weekend, and they're going to move on to the Super Regionals next weekend. If you're interested in some local baseball, those boys are based out of Grand Junction. And as it turns out, they're most likely going to draw the Division II World Series champion from last year, Angelo, I think it is, out of Texas. So it's going to be a tough super regional for the boys out of Grand Junction at Colorado Mesa, but nonetheless, happy to see some Colorado teams making it into high levels of their division.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of Colorado baseball. We got a lot of good kids out here. We got a lot of good teams. We play ball pretty dang good.
We do. I was watching Prep Baseball, their podcast, and they were talking about where some of the high school prep kids are in the draft, which of course blows me away because we're talking kids that are, not much older than ours getting drafted to play professional baseball. But one of the things that they noted was players that play at the higher latitudes, so Colorado, Iowa, Oregon, that those players are actually given by the scouts are given a little bit of the benefit of the doubt because they have up to 1,000 less games in their career than kids who play in Arizona, Southern California, and Florida.
And keep our boys fresh.
1,000
That's
games.
mind-boggling.
I know.
And so, speaking of Colorado baseball and getting drafted, I took a look at, a mock draft for the upcoming MLB draft in June, and there's a kid out of Eaton. And the last time we were on this field, we played a team from Eaton, I believe.
Right, that's right.
There's a kid from Eaton who's projected to be drafted in the first round, mid-first round. All I know is his name's Walker. I don't know if it's his first, his last, if he's a Texas Ranger, but he's slated to go somewhere in the middle of the first round in the MLB draft. That's great for Colorado.
That is excellent for Colorado, and you've got Friedland, who is a Colorado native who pitches for the Rockies.
Yeah, David Peterson from the Mets is a Regis kid.
Yeah, so you definitely have seen kids making the pros, and I would say, if you're a mid-first rounder, you're going to get some life-changing signing bonus money.
Absolutely.
Right there. So hopefully the kid's thinking about what he wants to be when he grows up and his offers, because I'm sure he has some D1 offers as well.
Absolutely. We're gonna have the throwdown. Oh, run down the defensive alignment. Gianni stays on the mound, number 19. Isai's his battery mate. Going from first to third, we've got Joe, Ricardo, Jorge, Cole. Going from right to left, we've got Aaron, Jack, and Christopher.
So, not the second inning we wanted, although we did scratch back 1 run. So it's going to be important that Gianni here
starts him off with the first pitch strike right at the letters on the outside corner. It's beautiful. He's working ahead.
Yep.
Good to see. It's a good sign.
I'd like to see maybe come back inside here without being too predictable.
Gianni really reached back on that one. It was low and outside.
And he stayed outside. Coyotes player here is on the smaller in height size, so a smaller strike zone.
That kid's ready to hit, and it's going to go off the New Jersey Ballers bill of the cap. He was in perfect position, but he took his eyes off of it, Mike, and that's why they have bills on caps, I guess.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. That could have really hurt.
Yeah, strike 3 on the inside. We're going to go around the horn.
Please don't mess this up.
And it's clean.
Let's see. It's clean.
And Johnny's going to work with 1 out, and he's firing. Good answer off that batter that fouled off the second pitch in the at-bat. Went back inside, kind of cut it. It was beautiful. He tries that same spot, a little bit up. We could have held that ball in our pocket. Gianni steps off. He's going to get set from the stretch.
First base coach was just determined to get that ball into the hump.
Nice leg kick.
Nice, east side.
East side dives out. On the glove side, it's going to be a 2-0 count. Johnny stands with his hands on his back, gets set. Nice leg kick. And then it's right down the pipe, letter high. A lot of velocity.
Gianni has definitely been bringing the heat today. Let's do a spot check here on speed. That one's 57, but a little low.
Blown away. It's a 3-1 count. He's got to get back into it. You trust the defense here. You don't want to walk the first batter of the inning. You want to work quick, get the bats back up, top of the lineup coming up. And he's going to spike this one. It's going to be a 5-pitch walk. Eastside is going to jog over to the ball. The batter is going to stand on the bag, get the ball back to Gianni.
Eastside's body language telling me something might be wrong. I'm not sure.
It's warmer today than it was yesterday with the black jerseys on and all the gear.
Yeah.
It's hotter than it's probably been all year for him. Gianni's going to step off, look towards first. It's going to be a head first slide to the outside of the bag. That's where you want to. Here's the pitch. And it's going to skirt foul. So right now we've got to learn something on that pitch right there. These kids are ready to hit.
A lot of swinging.
Yeah. And it's, you know what, they're ready to hit outside. I want a steady diet of inside pitches and back them up off the plate. And they're already pretty backed up off the plate. Let's see what we get. Yep, foul ball. Gianni.
Excellent pitch there. We got 2 foul balls now, and a visit from our resident. Don't get skin cancer. Yeah, exactly. Okay, give my knife. I appreciate it.
Thanks, honey.
All right.
Runner at first, nobody out.
2 strikes.
Runner goes, strike 3.
3, strike him out, throw him out. Not going to happen this time, but we will take the strikeout.
Yep. So it was a strike 3 on the outside corner. The batter didn't offer. The throw, even if it was on line, I don't think we would have got him. And we've got 1 out runner at second now.
But I like where we're at here now. I'd like to see Joe maybe get a little bit further off the base because there's a big spot on the right side, and they are hitting the opposite field here. So with Ricardo holding the runner on.
So outfield has taken a couple steps in. Jack's super shallow. Our corner outfielders are mid-range. He chopped on it.
They are ready to swing.
Yeah.
So changed by our middle infielders. Not sure if that was coach decided or our middle infielders, but Ricardo moving over to cover that hole, and now Jorge holding the runner on. I like to see that, given where they are swinging vis-a-vis Gianni's outside pitch. And that's a high level of baseball intelligence of our middle infielders.
It's going to be chopped. Gianni's going to field that off the mound, and it's an easy throw to first, and it's over his head. A run's going to score, and runner's going to take a look to third. Ball's going to go into Cole. At third, runner's going to take second. So that ball was teed up on a cue to number 19, who hasn't missed much of lately, and he didn't get his feet set on that one, and he didn't rush it. He just didn't get his feet set, and it sailed on him. So You see that from pitchers a lot, right? They're so used to being mechanical, and everything has its purpose with its foot placement. He rushed it. He had time. And I think we got to tell our kids this, Mike.
Yeah.
You got time.
You got time. Especially when you can throw 57 over to first. But instead he took a lot off it. He left it in the air. And there was no real play for Joe at first. There was no play there. No. So disappointing, but we got to pick ourselves up. I mean, it's definitely par for the course here for 12U AA baseball.
That's a no throw. Yeah. So there's one out, runner at third now. It's a 1-0 count. One in this inning, so it's 4-2, top of the third. And we need an answer.
Yep.
The number 11 struck out in his first at-bat against Jack, but now he's got the right-hander. And let's see if they're going to go opposite field right here. Oh, it's on the inside corner. Eastside pops up. I'd like to see Eastside just make sure he gets the strike first and then pop up. That runner at third doesn't have a big lead at all.
No, I don't think you throw down.
Yeah.
I know. I see Chris over there ready for the backup, but don't give him the run. Just get the guy at home.
And it's on the outside corner. Perfect placement.
That was. So on the first strike, Gianni actually missed his spot. That's it was supposed to be outside. He came inside. This one, he hit his spot perfectly on the outside. So now you bring either high fastball or inside.
A little bit low. Back pick. And Cole snow cones. It was towards the short side of the bag, and we don't want that run to score.
Yeah, I don't.
He doesn't have a big enough lead.
He doesn't really mean anything at this point with a 2-2 count, 2 outs.
Yeah.
Just hang on to it or walk him back if he's bothering you. Some of our Spanish-speaking spectators ready to yell, "Siéntate!"
Yeah.
But not ready to set him down quite yet.
2-2 count. Runner inching off third, not a big lead. Gianni gets set from the stretch, the delivery. And it's a high and away. That's 2 down.
That's 3.
That's 3? Well, thank
That's 3,
goodness
my
for
good
that.
man. That's 3. We had the leadoff got out, and then we had, that was a gift from the Coyotes there to swing at what would have been ball 4, and so let's go take it to them now. We're down 2 as we go to the bottom of the third. 4-2 to the Coyotes in an elimination game. Winner stays, loser goes home to cut the grass. So just a quick note on pitching. Again, 6 innings total is available for pitchers. Unless we get to the final, then everybody gets an extra inning. Gianni pitched 1 yesterday, and he pitched 2/3 of an inning. In baseball, we do measure innings by thirds because there's 3 outs. So he's pitched 2/3 of an inning in the second, and then 1 whole inning here. So he's pitched an inning and 2/3 today, and an inning yesterday, giving him 2 2/3, or roughly halfway through his allotment here. We don't do pitch count. It's kind of honestly too hard to do pitch count to keep track of all these kids over the course of a weekend. So
you're positive that we're going to play again?
So we will start this inning at the top of the order with Joe, and then Jorge, and then Cole. So feeling good about putting some runs on the board with this group, top of the order. So some of the conversation from our fellow parents here, talking about how they packed for 6 hours of baseball. Food, drink, icy pops, suntans, sun lotion, whatever we're calling it now. You just call it suntan lotion.
I'd hate to see all that go to waste or be taken home. It won't be wasted, of course, but let's avoid a car ride with it.
Yeah, I agree.
The car spoils things.
It does. And in our house, icy pops are hard to come by. But at the ballpark, they almost fall freely. They flow freely. So if the kids know what's best for them.
I like the icy pop policy, Mike.
I am not the enforcer on that. My lovely wife cares much more about sugar intake than I do. Joe steps in. See the first pitch here.
Slow and away.
And this is the same pitcher we've seen through 2 from the Monarchs.
Joe grounded out to short in his first at bat. See what he gets in his second one.
How do you remember what you do every week? It's amazing. Both of them.
Ball high.
They're mine.
So it's a 2-0 count. This is what you want from your leadoff batter. See a couple pitches.
Exactly.
It's got a little bit windy, a little bit of cloud cover. And the 2-0 delivery. And Joe's ready to swing. He's going to foul that off to the third base dugout on field number 2. And I love it. I love the 2-0 count. He picked a spot. He got his pitch, and he let loose on the 2-0 count. I love the approach.
He's got a little under it. 2-1 now.
And he's going to spike it about 45 feet. It's going to hit the catcher in the chest, duck between his legs. I don't want that ball going anywhere near the home plate umpire. He's had enough.
Yeah, he took
It's the same guy.
he took that shot yesterday.
He's a champ, and we love
Joe
him.
now with a 3-1 count. He's going to pick out exactly where he wants it, or he's not swinging.
Oh. Joe turned away. It's ball 4. So number 23 comes into play. Jorge popped out in his first at bat. He's got runners on the base paths, and
Yeah, he is. Shoot. Apologies.
No worries.
Scoreboard error. I still have Jack pitching. I forgot to change it.
Oh.
Throw over. Joe back in plenty of time.
Joe's going to get the sign to steal again.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know.
Pitcher's paying attention. He looks over. It's not set yet. Working from the stretch. He gets set. Joe's off to the races. It's the first pitch strike, and Joe bluffed.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
We haven't seen this catcher's arm yet.
Yeah.
I think maybe we don't want to run ourselves out of an inning, but being aggressive worked really well for us
I
yesterday.
agree. And you know, I talked to Coach before this game, and he agreed with that assessment. He said,
Yeah.
you know, by running yesterday, we just opened up a whole new opportunities for us to score and pass balls, even out. So we were bringing the kids in from third because they had stolen and gotten to third.
If you're going to run him right now, give Jorge the green light. Don't let him go down 0-2. And Jorge gets the green light, and he's going to line into a double play. Yeah.
Double play.
Nah, he lined into a double play. Joel stole on the play. So Cole's going to come up to bat again. Nobody on, 2 out. Cole shot this one to deep center in his first at bat. We just need base runners. So
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, that's baseball. I mean, you heard you heard it called here how you do it. You don't let him go down 0-2, and he just hit it right at him. That ball is 6 feet to the right. You'd have Joe on third.
it's going to be low and in the zone for a strike at the bottom half of the zone. Cole didn't like it. He's going to step out, take a swing, and he's going to have an 0-1 count. Pitcher gets set in the delivery. It's going to be low and away. It's a 1-1 count. Cole's going to walk down the line, take a cut. If this pitcher leaves one inner middle, Cole's got a lot of room down the left field line.
I'd love to see another triple, put Teddy in the box, and bring him in with another single, just like the first inning.
Here's the pitch. Cole's going to hit one in the 5-5 hole, and that's going to be a single. We need base runners with 2 outs. Cole comes up again on a 1-1 count. And if we saw anything and learned anything from Joe's base running, I don't think Hunter's going to give Cole a green light here, not like yesterday, and we're going to leave it up to Ted. Cole with a 3-step lead. He's inching back towards the bag. Pitcher's going to step off, and Cole's going to slide back into first. Ball scoots off not very far.
You know, yesterday you mentioned that Cole had said to you that he didn't feel like he was getting respect as a base runner. He's getting it now.
Yeah, he's going to now.
My guess is he is also probably not going to run. Teddy's going to need to put one into right center here. Foul ball.
It's going to go straight out, and Katie misses the play. In fairness to Katie, she didn't have the right seat. This is the Three Bears approach, so we won't hold it against her. There's a young lady also in the audience that could have made that play, but she turns away. So Teddy's going to work with a 0-1 count. Cole doesn't have a lead. Pitcher's going to check him. Cole's going to walk up the bag.
Straighten that out, Teddy.
And right now, I want Teddy to go get him.
Oh, I do too.
He needs to find a gap and let the big guy run and see if he can catch Cole.
I feel like right center is just so primed for him.
And he's going to flare this to second. It's going to be trouble. And it's going to be a force out at second. And 2-out hit, runner left on. It's 4-2 going into the top of the 4th.
Cole limping a little bit as he comes up. Looks like he may have left a little skin on the field there. Looking at his left elbow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is not how you win an inning.
I don't like the head first slide right there. He's going to be gone either way. And I understand what he's trying to do, but he's gone. So.
You know, I'm worried about head first slides broadly. You break a wrist, it'll end your season. So I would much rather see the kids slide feet first. It's safer, more likely to get down out of the way. But they watch all the pros do it, and from one dad of an 11-year-old to another, I'm sure telling your kid exactly what to do is not always the most fruitful conversation.
So, as they say, it's getting late early out here. It's the top of the fourth. I think we're plenty good on time. It's a 4-2 game, but we're going to need Gianni to do what he's been doing and have another shutdown inning.
Correct.
And it should be the bottom half of the lineup coming up for the Coyotes, who have stayed competitive. They haven't made mistakes defensively. They've been ready to hit. Their pitching has done enough up to this point, and it's going to be a game.
Yeah. I mean, we are just past the 1 hour mark of the game, so we do go 1 hour 45. No inning can start after 1 hour 45, to clarify, or we go 6 innings. So on pace right now for roughly a 2 hour game, which means we get all the innings in. Of course, that would be rough for us, as that would eat up a bunch of innings for our pitching staff, which doesn't have a ton of depth. But my assumption is that the Coyotes are going to have a similar issue.
They're playing a great game, Mike.
They are.
They're playing a great game. It's clean baseball on both sides. We just got the one error that let in a run on our team. Other than that, the pitching's been phenomenal.
Yep. No, it has been a well-played game.
Yep.
And I look forward to us putting up a crooked number in the bottom of this inning so we can take the lead and go on to the semifinals. But we got to get the quarterfinal game dispatched with here. But
you know, a close game like this typically favors the home team. I'm going to go with that approach right now, Mike.
It certainly does. You get the final at bat. We're the higher seed, so we've got plenty of things going for us. But a quick inning here is really going to be the key.
Quick inning, yeah.
As you noted, it's getting late here early.
Number 28 had a good at-bat in his first at-bat. I don't recall what he did, but all I recall is it was good. So he's going to lead off the top of the fourth. Gianni's on the mound, east side behind the plate. We'll give you the rest of everyone after this pitch. It's a low and outside. Cole's going to be at third, Jorge short, Ricardo second, Joe at first. From right to left, we have Aaron, Jack, and Christopher. Gianni gets set. A little smaller leg kick. He gets a swing and a miss.
The ball that kind of dove in on the right-handed batter. Yeah. I don't know if that was on purpose or because of the leg kick being a little bit lower there. It didn't generate quite the power it normally is.
Getting a little bit more compact. Let's see. It's a small leg kick. Almost like he's working a semi-slide step here. And, you know, when you're not driving the ball and you're pushing it, you can be a little bit low. Let's see. I'd like to see him get that leg up just a little bit right here. 2-1 count. Yeah, that's a nice pitch. And he did.
Go back and watch that, Gianni's family. You'll see the difference there. And just for those of you that aren't as well versed in baseball as the two of us here at Jackrabbits Broadcasting, a slide step is where you hardly pick your foot up and you sort of slide it towards home. You use it to not give the runner on first a heads up that you're coming to the plate. Obviously not applicable here.
On the 2-strike approach from the batter, he flicks his bat on it. Some people would say you're on it. I don't think he was on it. I think that was a defensive swing, and he got a piece of it, and that's the way it went. I think Gianni's all over this kid right here.
The 2-2 count, I'd call the curveball.
Why not? When nobody's on, there's no risk of advancement, and he spikes it.
And I don't know if he was overthrowing or if he just did not get the curveball at all.
It's a 3-2 count. This is a big out. Gianni gets set, working from the stretch. Semi-step, can't really control. It's going to be ball 4. Yeah.
So that must have been in because it was at the letters. So a free pass given to the first batter of the inning. Not where you want to be.
What a perfect time for a double play, a twin killing.
I'd like it. A pitcher's best friend right here. Something
Gianni
like
gets
a
set.
4-6-3.
Doesn't look at the runner. Runner takes off first pitch. East side, it's a bit of a transfer. He's on the money and he's out. And that's exactly what we needed. Isai has been incredible, Mike. I think you brought it up yesterday. The throws have been on the money. The pop time has been probably mid 3 seconds, and Ricardo's getting the tag down exactly where it needs to be.
What I love to see there was Ricardo was in front of the base a little bit, so that he wasn't going to have any interference should the runner get there. But I think it's 1-1. I may have missed, and all that excitement, I may have missed the first pitch. You know what's crazy about
It's an 0-2 count, Mike.
It was 0-2, all right, thank you. Was that the Isai had a little trouble getting the ball into his hand.
There was a transfer issue.
And it still got him so badly that he didn't even run, or he didn't even slide. So now we're the 1-2 count.
1-2 count, 1 out. That was huge. I mean, that was just as important as a double play in that position. You want to
clear the bases,
chop down the lead runner.
Yep, exactly.
And this is great. So now as a result, it's a 1-2 count. I want to see Gianni really drive with that front foot. It's a little bit short right now. He took something off of it, and what a nice pitch for strike 3. 2 out.
2 down. 2 down. Isai again showing that leadership, telling his team there's 2 down, reminding folks where to go. Joe similarly stepping into that. We have real emerging leaders on this team, and it's really great to see. You know, the purpose of Jackrabbits baseball is not about winning medals and trophies, but about taking young boys and making them young men. And those leadership skills are part of that.
Swing and a miss on the high fastball on the 1-1 count. Beautiful pitch by Gianni. Gosh, man. It's just lovely. Am I right, Mike? I mean, what a perfect spot against a lefty, too. He loves that pitch. And he's going to try to go back down low, and it's come up a bit short. There's purpose to his pitching, and it's a 2-1 count. Give him something over the plate. Hit it to the left side. Let Ricardo and Joe work right here. Let's see. It goes away. It's a 3-1 count.
A little high.
I want to get out of this inning. Let him hit it. Nobody's on.
Yeah,
let him hit it.
We talked about the importance of 3 up, 3 down, and getting the bats back in our hands. This is the pitch right here. Yes! Yes!
It's called strike. It's on the outside corner. Isai doesn't secure the pitch. He walks back to the ball, picks it up, throws it back to pitcher. It's a 3-2 count.
Gianni's dad pacing. And let me offer an apologies. I forgot to sub out Gianni for a jack on the scoreboard for 2 whole innings. That's my bad. Hopefully you know we've been saying it. Oh, he spikes the ball.
So we got a 2-out runner. Number 5 on the bag. Number 25 steps up to the plate. Another lefty. He sprayed this ball into right field last time. It wasn't hit with a lot of pace or pop, but he got it there. And Gianni misses inside. Isai scoops it, pops up, no runner.
Yeah, runner didn't even take a secondary lead.
Gianni's not looking at first, and he really shouldn't. Go get the batter. Gianni tries upstairs again. It's 2-0 count.
He seems to be out of rhythm here. I can't quite diagnose it. Maybe it is the leg kick, but there seems to be a rhythm problem more than anything else.
Yeah. He's going to get set. Works. Gets his leg down. Yeah, it's a 3-0 count.
And the release point way too high there. So I believe number 25 here for the Coyotes is the bottom of the order. It's either the last batter or the second last batter in the order. So this is the place where we definitely got to throw strikes and make them earn it.
Yeah, he fouled. So, clearly the Coyotes have the green light on a 3-0 count.
Yeah.
We've seen that twice now.
Yep.
So they're ready to hit. They've been given the liberty to hit if they like their pitch, and he fouled it off to the third base side. Gianni took something off of that one, and that was a pretty pitch. It kind of just cut over that outer third part of the plate, and there's nothing that lefty could have done with it. It was a perfectly placed pitch. So we got a full count again.
Full count, 2 outs. The runner will be going.
Right strike 3. Offensive back. Beautiful pitching. I mean, that's a bulldog type of performance, Mike.
I might go see if I can't get Gianni's dad on the mic to talk a little bit about how his boy's been pitching. Yeah, you go on mute, and I'll go get. Hey, Eugene, the people want to know, how's Dad feeling? 2 2/3 innings, beautiful pitching. How you feeling?
It's an honor to be here and just watch my son play ball. What can I say? As a father, on a beautiful Sunday, watching my son do his thing, no bigger pleasure than that. What can I say?
Well said, well said. I saw you pacing there a little bit. Whose heartbeat was beating faster, yours or his?
I think mine. I don't even know if he knows the magnitude of the situation while he's pitching, but like we're all sitting here on the sidelines and it's just like, let me go get in there and take the ball from this dude so I can do it. But hey, he did his thing. What can I say?
He did too. He did.
He's trained up.
Yeah, so he'll bat this inning, right? I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
And so hopefully we'll see him put another good swing on the ball.
I just want to see him put up some support for himself out there. You know, how about that?
I was just going to ask.
Yeah.
Down 4-2, Gianni, I suppose, has the ball until his innings are over. Do you expect that? What's he saying to his teammates? Is he saying, guys, I need some runs, or is he just going to put that on his shoulders and just knock Chris in with a home run here?
See, that's the thing. I think Gianni understands the whole team energy, where it's not just all about him. It's about everybody else making the correct decisions for your teammates. Now, if there is something that happens where like there's an error or mistake happens, he wears that, whether it be him or anybody else that makes a mistake. But he'll wear that. But his, I guess you could say the victory aspect. I don't know. I feel like he knows it's a team thing.
Team shares the victory, but he's going to wear the defeat.
Oh, he does that.
Oh,
dude.
man.
Oh, man. What can I say? My boy.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I mean, there it is.
There
what can
you
I
go.
say?
Well, speaking of the apple falling from the tree, we're going to have a coming down, and Chris will step in. Thank you so much, Eugene, for your time.
All the time.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Very proud Papa. And bringing some insight to his fifth grader. Believe it or not, he's in fifth grade. So standing like a man among boys out there this last 2 2/3.
Gianni's done everything he possibly could to get us where we need to be, and now we have to help him out.
Yep.
Now we have to help our pitcher out.
Yep. I would love to see just everybody move the line.
20.
So you just get on, get over. That's all we need to do. Nobody needs to be a hero here with a grand slam or nothing. Yesterday we were very successful with get on and get over.
Chris hits that one off the ground.
Stumbles out of the box.
It's a
simple 1-3 put out.
So probably the hottest hitter in the Jacks lineup right now. Gianni steps up to the plate, tightens his gloves. He shot this one to deep left center last at bat, a little bit more towards center than left, and he gave it a ride. We need base runners.
The Coyotes coaches remembering as well, telling their outfielders to take 4, 5, 6 steps back. So playing him quite deep in left and in center. Gianni's blue batting gloves matching his blue undershirt.
Gianni's going to hit that down the line. It's going to take a bounce off the grass, and it's going to give, he's going to get the light. He's going to be standing up in second. And so that's back-to-back doubles from Gianni. It's a one-out base runner we desperately, desperately need, and we have to find a way to plate him.
Yep, so 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 2/3 innings of fabulous pitching. Gianni is the guy right here.
So Paul's going to bring in someone to run for Gianni since he's the pitcher. It's going to be Isaiah. Isaiah's one of the fastest kids on this team. He should be standing at third. This pitcher hasn't checked a runner on second yet. The second baseman's probably going to flash over and show him that we're paying attention. I don't care, and I want Isaiah to be standing on third after this.
After the first pitch.
After the first pitch.
Because you don't want Aaron, who yesterday was 4 for 4. We don't want to take the bat out of his hands for too long. So first
3 for 4.
3 for 4. First pitch, you got to be sending Isaiah. So just to be clear, that's a courtesy runner. That is not a substitution. Gianni will get to go back and pitch in the top of the 5th.
So there's the second baseman flash. It's an 0-0 count. Isaiah matches him up, and Aaron's gonna hit it up the middle. It's off the pitcher's glove. The shortstop's gonna throw it off the line.
Aaron is not the fastest on the team.
No, but he got the bat on the ball. It deflected off the pitcher's glove right to the shortstop. The shortstop gathered the ball, bobbled it a bit. The throw was up the line. There was still a play to be made there, so let's call it a single. Let's make them 4 for 6 now. Isaiah moves up to third. Ricardo's at second. And, it feels like deja vu because we were in the same position with no outs last time with Ricardo, runners on the corners. He squared up to bunt and brought it back. And at that point, Javon is going to come in to run. So Javon's going to take second. Ricardo squares up to bunt. He's going to pull it back. And Isaiah thinks about it. And he's going to drop back to third. So it's a 1-0 count. Runners at second and third with one out now. And I still would love that suicide squeeze right here. I don't think they're going to make the play.
I don't know. I'd love it just to bunt up the first base line.
Absolutely. No, he's swinging away. Nope, Isaiah reads it correctly, and the catcher's doing everything he can to prevent that run from scoring. Clearly that kid likes to get dirty.
Hey, good work, catch.
And it's a 2-0 count as a result. But he's going to have to come into Ricardo.
Now, knowing on every pass ball that the catcher just throws it and there's no pitcher there to go, I kind of want to send Isaiah next time.
I do, man. I'm sending him on contact. And Ricardo's going to foul it off his inside shin. He's walking it off. Home plate umpire calls time. That one doesn't hurt.
Walk it off, walk it off. Almost.
Guys, with the speed on the base pass, a single is going to score two, and we're going to have a brand new ball game here.
And there's a huge opening on the right side.
Yeah, there's a huge opening. And it's going to score. Isaiah's going to make a play towards the plate. The catcher can't find it. And that's three. That's why you bring in number 44.
Wheels.
Way to go, Iggy!
Wheels. That also gives us a 3-1 count. Now, reminder, if it is ball four and it gets away from the catcher, the ball is live. Look for potentially Ricardo to run to first and then run to second if the ball stays live and gets away. Now, Javon, who was brought in for Aaron, will substitute in now defensively. There's no courtesy runner for your right fielder.
If Ricardo can just put this in play, it's a tie ball game, Mike. Swing and a miss. Strike two. It's a really close game, but I don't feel the tension. I kind of feel like we got this thing, guys. That's how I'm feeling right now. Let's put this in play, number 22. It's going to spike it for ball four. It's going to get past. Javon's going to make a play. It's the right one. Get down. And he's going to score. Ricardo's going to make a move to second. He's going to go into second, standing up. And it's a brand new ball game, one out. And the Coyote pitcher is going to signal the center fielder. We're going to have a pitching change. It's 4-4. And it feels great, guys.
It feels great. Wow. Wow. Oh. Yes, that was, well, what can I say? We've watched a lot of ball games. We got Ricardo at second, like I thought we might see on a pass ball four. And then we also got the kind of the Tony's vision of, we got this. That here comes the Jackrabbits. There wasn't the insecurity or concern that we weren't going to be able to come back. So again, watched a lot of baseball, a lot of Jackrabbits baseball, and I think we've got this one, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of baseball ahead of us. 25 minutes left on the clock at least, potentially up to 2 innings. Reminder for everybody, it's 4-4 and one down. In will step Jack and Isai, I assume, unless, of course, Coach Paul goes with a different offensive setup here. And that warm-up pitch was 44. I don't think my pocket radar got that quite right. So let's see what the next pitch is. 50. That feels about right where we're at there. I'm going to go have a quick pep talk with Jack.
So I think we're going to get a couple more warm-up pitches here. Number 1 is coming on to pitch. He's going to move from center to pitcher. I don't know where the other pitcher went, but he pitched well. He pitched really well. That kid was over the top, velocity, and what a great game. So Jack's going to step into the box. Ricardo's at second, and they're going to send Ricardo. They're absolutely going to send Ricardo. So I would anticipate within 2 pitches, Ricardo's going to be standing on third, and Jack's going to put it in play. And I'd love to take the lead right here and hand the ball back to Gianni. Oh, it's a lot slower on this one. It's more herky-jerky, and he's flinging it. He's flinging it. So Jack loves to slap it that way. If he could just wait on it and step towards the pitcher. And he swings to it. Got his foot down. It's a 1-1 count. So Ricardo does not go.
I know, I'm surprised. Maybe because there's a lefty and so there's an easy throw to third, but
Jack's going to foul it off, and he's bailing out again. That ball was flared off to the third base side over the dugout towards a lady walking with a black purse. She was very spry, covered her head, and she's moving on to her car. Oh, Jack dances. It could drop. No.
second baseman comes up with it. Ricardo scampers back to second.
So Jack kind of run and skipped and hit that ball, and
it was almost like a cricketer.
It was.
Almost like a cricketer.
It was, and it really zaps your power.
It does.
Because you stay in the box right there and you turn on it. That ball's on the grass, and Ricardo, and we got a time.
Looks like we have a pinch hitter for Isai here. Isai a little dejected. Don't worry, Isai, you good.
And Jabril comes into the game. Number 2. Doesn't it kind of feel like Jabril's kind of got this right now? There's 2 out, there's 1 on. We've got 2 in this inning, and number 2 steps up to bat. And golly, this pitcher is the type of pitcher where Jabril, we've seen him hit it to right
deep,
center.
Deep, yeah. This pitcher, I've been pulling him up on the pocket radar here, only throwing in the high 40s, low 50s. That one may come in a little faster, but it was outside. So definitely where Jabril thrives at this. Again, another 5th grader. Is this going to be the 5th graders take us to victory game? I'm not sure. But man, what discipline right there.
Great. So we saw him swing at that pitch yesterday a couple times.
Exactly what I'm thinking. So even an adjustment in one game, went back and talked to coaches or looked at film.
Hey, he saw a pitch right there. He liked it. He took a big cut at it. He's just got to keep his head on it. Watch the bat hit the ball, and it's going to go somewhere.
Ricardo's going.
Oh, tied him up. Ricardo goes. Oh, and that's going to get by the third baseman. Mike, as we play run number 5, I think this is why we need to be more aggressive. Okay. And I thought Ricardo was going to go when we had Jack on. And, yeah, we can steal these bags, and it puts pressure on the team.
Yep.
And when we're station to station, we can get stagnant. So now Jabril's got to get on base. It's
yep,
2-strike
can
count.
Keep it going.
And he swings it, and it's a strike 3. It's going to skirt off to the first base side with a good throw. Jabril's going to be out. But it's 5-4 Jackrabbits now. And
we won the inning, sir.
We won the inning.
That is what we needed. So I'm assuming a defensive substitution. Jabril is our second string catcher, or our alternate catcher, I should say. Really, we don't have strings, but alternate catcher. Take that back. Isai will come back. So that'll be it for Jabril today. He will not see the field. But, while he was up, he served his purpose of helping his teammates score. So we take the lead. Gianni back on the bump, although we're pitching from flat ground.
Gianni and Cole having a conversation. I see a lot of smiles out there as Gianni takes his warm-up pitches. I mean, it's nice to see.
Why wouldn't you? You just came back, scored 3 runs, you got the lead, and Gianni.
More importantly, we turned over the lineup.
That is true as well. So we will be in a good place in the bottom if we, or when we get there, because highly unlikely that it'll take 20 minutes in this inning for the Coyotes. If it does, that's a bad sign for us.
Yeah, we want another quick inning. We want to score some more runs, right? We want to get as many cuts in as possible today.
Agreed. So we are in the top of the 5th. Gianni now having 2 2/3 innings on his arm today, and adding more to them with this inning here, and with 1 inning yesterday. So,
that last run, I hope if anything, it kind of, let's stay aggressive on the base path. Let's put the pressure on. We got kids that, you said it yesterday, there was a whole practice dedicated to stealing. Let them take their instruction and put the pressure on the other team.
Put it to work, exactly.
Yeah.
And again, we saw Isaiah making wise moves coming home, but ultimately scoring a key run there, reading what was happening on pass balls and getting in. So as much as it may not be very interesting for a dad to go watch that game, or even Coach Hunter, who I understand is not a fan of those kind of baseball IQ practices, it paying off big time today, paying off big time yesterday.
So 3 more pitches from Gianni. Gianni remains on the mound. He's looked marvelous up to this point. Eastside comes in at catcher. Actually, he never left, but he did come out to let Jabril hit. He's playing catcher. Cole just took a third, grounded from third, throws right at Joe's head. Jorge is at short. Ricardo's at second. From right to left, we got Javon in it right now. Jack is still man in center. Christopher's in left. And outfield is lining, I'm not sure where they're lining up yet. But, it's a beautiful throw down from Eastside, and we're ready to play ball.
And text from Papa in Vegas for Gianni and Gianni's family. If I've watched a lot of baseball, there's an almost infinite amount of baseball that Papa from Las Vegas has watched. And he wanted Gianni to know that his front leg is sometimes pulling off towards first base, right, like there, when he gets out of rhythm. So there you go, Gianni. One of the things, when you're out of rhythm, looks like you're stepping more towards first rather than home, and those balls are tailing away from the right-handed batter. So thank you to our pitching coach from afar. And if you too have thoughts on Jackrabbits baseball, constructive, positive thoughts on Jackrabbits baseball, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Ooh, ball high. I think that got away from him, but you hate to see the ball come in high like that. And if you haven't liked or subscribed or rung the bell to know when we're playing next, you're going to want to do that while you're leaving your positive, affirming comments on today's game. Ball in the dirt. If you have my phone number, you're welcome to text me as well. If you have Tony's, maybe text him. I don't have exact explicit approval, but happy to share your comments on the game. And if you're listening and you're like, this is a lot of fun, I would love to support a 12U and a 13U program that is helping. Oh, ball 4, he's going to walk down.
Gianni's walked the first batter in 3 consecutive innings, but he's worked out of it every single time. So, as you remember last inning, right, walked the first batter, Eastside threw him out at second. It was a big momentum change right there.
Big change, exactly.
So runner's going to take a healthy lead off first. Gianni's not going to look at him. He's going to fire towards home. It's low. It's in the ground. Eastside blocks it. It didn't really have to block. It just went right back into his glove. So it's a 1-0 count.
So we are now seeing the slide step from Gianni. You can look, the leg kick doesn't come nearly as high. It will cost him some miles per hour on his fastball.
Runner's going to take off. Eastside pops up. Here's the throw. It's on the money. Yeah. And you know what? That was a bang-bang play, and I think the ump saw it clearly, and everything looked beautiful. I think the runner just beat it out.
He just earned it.
Yeah, and a great slide by the runner as well.
Yeah,
that's a perfect pop-up slide. Bang-bang play. Love it.
I do believe we are now at the top of the order for the Monarchs.
Hello, YouTube.
We got Aaron with a hello.
Ball outside.
Aaron had his pants unbuckled. It looks like it was just a bathroom trip. But I love that he came and said hello anyway. So it's a 1-0 count, 1 on, nobody out. And it's sprayed to the left hand. Javon's going to pick it up. They're going to send him. Javon with a strong throw, and it's a little bit short. Eastside fires back. Got him out first, and he's out. So it's a 5-5 ball game, right? We got a little aggressive on the base pass. It worked out, sending the runner from third to home. Javon with a strong throw. Eastside fielded it about 5 feet in front of the plate. Shot it back to first where the runner rounded a little bit too big, and Jack laid the, Joe laid the tag on him. We got 1 out, and it's a 5-5 game.
So that walk does come back to bite us in the bottom, but it is recovered with the out there. So interesting, Javon didn't hit his cutoff man, threw it straight home. And therefore the runner at first felt confident to take the lead. I don't know if you hit the cutoff man if you get the runner at home. So sometimes good things come from actually not executing on what you should be doing there.
Well, it's a swing and a miss, so that's a 1-1 count. So the cutoff man, actually it worked out great, right? Because Joe's the cutoff right there. He should be, about 35 feet down the line. He was closer to first, so Javon threw it through, but Joe was in the right position to get that tag right there. So,
Yeah, no, I mean, it worked out, right? It worked out. Just working on trying to make sure we have the fundamentals there. But yeah, Joe wisely, again, good baseball IQ out of Joe to go stand on first and get him.
swing and a miss. That's 3 outs.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's only 2.
Oh, everyone. I was hoping we'd get away with that.
It's definitely only 2. Gianni,
So much excitement over this.
Gianni came off the mound with such verve,
Confidence.
confidence and verve that the rest of the team followed him. He's the Pied Piper of the team, and so we are not done with the top of the 5th. It instead is going to be a returning to our positions, where Gianni will pitch here to number, I think it's 24 for the Monarchs, and we just need to get the 3rd out of the inning.
All right, let's do it again.
Let's do it again. That was funny because the home plate umpire, I think he didn't believe that there were 3 outs, but he was waiting for his field ump to confirm it. Ball is high.
It's a 1-0 count.
Reset now. 2 down, nobody on. 5-5 ball game.
So Gianni's going to work from the stretch, and he's going to use his leg kick now. And it's going to dive over the outer third of the plate low.
He is, again, falling towards first. This is a problem we saw at Teddy when he was pitching on Thursday. It's because the kids are focusing on getting their hands so hard up. Oh, ball low. Getting their right arm up and over the top of their head, it sort of pulls their left shoulder away.
And it's a 4-pitch walk. The catcher's going to have to take off his gear. I kind of like this. Let's get him out right here and then let him stay out in the field a little bit longer to warm up. And we got the top of the lineup coming up. Catcher took off his gear impressively fast without help. So good job, Catch. So it's a 3-step lead. And Isai's going to pick, and Joe's going to stick his glove out. Javon was covering, so it's a 1-0 count.
Did Joe know that was coming?
I don't think Joe saw it until the last second, but instincts kicked over and the ball found his glove. And now Joe, it's Joe.
There.
And Javon's going to come up throwing. This is where I throw to third. Yeah, but not that late.
Without the pump, he might have got him.
Yeah, without the pump. Yeah, it's a great throw. If Javon just trusts his arm, he's got him dead to rights at third right there.
He'd get him by 5 steps.
Yeah.
So one thing on Javon, relatively new.
That was Jay with the throw. Beautiful throw. He just hesitated, or he would have got him by 5 steps.
So
Cole's going to call a meeting on the mound right now.
Yeah, leadership again here being shown by Cole. Because he is physically the tallest, the kids look at him as one of the leaders. He also has an impressive baseball IQ. Javon is only, I think, in his 2nd year of organized baseball, and so that double pump is a thing that you do because you're not sure where to go. By the time he gets more games under his belt, he'll know exactly to fire that thing off to Cole at third.
Beautiful throw, though, Mike.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
If he trusted it, we'd be out of this inning. Javon Jackson, we got him! Oh!
No! Sorry for all of you at home that we yelled, because Tony and I for sure thought he was out. I know.
Let's go. Hey, man.
Great
move, 19.
That's right. So let's just go through there what I think Cole did when he called him out. He said, throw it over to first. It does 2 things. One, I think they got him. I think the ump wasn't ready for that throw. But now the guy on first isn't running.
It's popped straight back. It's gonna... It's gonna hit somebody's baseball chair. The chair didn't get out of the way. It didn't try to make a play on it. You know, you figure with 4 legs, that chair would have moved a bit faster, but it didn't.
Did not.
We need this strikeout, Mike. It is. Oh, he takes them off of it. It's a 5-5 game going to the bottom of the 5th. So 5s are wild today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at 1:35. If we started right at noon, we're an hour 35 in. No inning can start after an hour 45. So if the Jackrabbits can stretch this out, this will be it. Now I'm going to go ask the official book for an official time so we can be confirmed. In the event that we do turn our lineup over faster than 10 minutes, we would go to a 6th and final inning. So we're quickly circling the end of this game.
Did he get him?
It's 5-5 in the bottom of the 5th.
Do you see that?
And we're,
did he get him? Hey, did he get him at
neither
first?
Mr. Tony nor myself
Did he
have
get him
sat
at
down
first?
the entire time.
Yeah, he looked like he got him.
But in our defense, most of the other parents haven't either.
I mean, don't make a difference, but I thought you got him from over there.
Left to play today.
All right. All right, looks like we're ready to play ball. It's the bottom of the 5th, 5-5, top of the lineup up. Joe's gonna thank the Heavenly Father, step into the box. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. He's gonna take a first pitch strike, didn't square around to bunt. Hunter said you're ready to hit now.
So just checked with the umpire. 9 minutes remain.
Joe swings through, it's an 0-2 count.
So we need to score and stretch this thing out 9 minutes. I think an attempt at a curveball there, or a changeup maybe.
Yeah, I just think that's how he throws. He took something, he slowed his arm down, that's for sure. Joe's right on top of it, good protection. That was up and on the inner third. Still a 2-strike count. Joe's gonna take a breath, tap his leg, pull up his arm guards, and he's ready to hit.
Did he check with the man above?
Oh, he got a piece of it, run it out, Joe. Third baseman's got it, hesitates.
He was out. He's out. He was out.
So that's 2 calls the blue is no one's friend about. It was a bang-bang play. I thought the third baseman held on to a little bit long. A tie would go to the runner, and Joe was down that line hot. So, again, Jorge's going to bat. Jorge's 0 for 2 on the day. We need Jorge to get on base right here.
Yes. And just a reminder, sort of the way the 12U umps call the game. If the ball beats the runner, then
Oh, wow. It's a delayed strike call. It's a 1-1 count.
the ball beats the runner, they're going to be out on bang-bang plays. Likewise, the strike zone is usually a ball, the width of a ball, wider and taller and lower, just to make up for the.
Jorge found one. He's going to shoot it down the left field line. It'll stay fair. Way to go, Jorge. Jorge's chugging towards second. There's not going to be a throw. He's standing up. Ball comes into third. Number 34 is going to come into bat. 1 out, runner at second.
Vamos, Liebres, vamos! Hey, did Jorge get the glasses? You got the, no? Just can see now? Okay. Well. All right, Cole, who has been hitting well today, steps in. A stronger breeze now coming across the infield.
And that's back to the 5-5. Let's get a score! We got another one. Let's go! Boom! So we got to keep it going. Cole's 3 for 3 on the day and 5 for 5 on the tournament. He's having a nice tournament so far. We'll see what the rest of the day bigs us. Then we're back up 6-5 even more.
At the plate, you know, batting 1,000 is hard to have any better. It's quite literally harder to do better.
I would love to continue to be aggressive on the base pass, and I know you probably don't want to run Cole with Teddy on the bat, but let's put the pressure on the pitcher who's extremely slow to the plate.
Yeah, no, I'm running him here as well.
Is that a strike?
I think that was a ball.
Okay, so it's a 1-0 count to number 7. I think 7's going to shoot this one right into the gap. And we're playing station to station, and we're going to...
Teddy with a defensive swing there, absolutely a defensive swing. Low and away, just throwing his hands at it. No hips, no nothing. Hips! 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 So, Cole back in plenty of time on that throw over. Teddy being told by Coach Hunter to hit down the right field line because there is roughly an 18-hole golf course out there.
Cole's going to run on this. Nope, he's not. And the ball's going to float in there.
Oh, man.
So it's 1 down, runner at first. We've got the lead. And
I would love to see. Line drive up the middle.
yeah.
Oh, Cole is out on a first play at second. Oh, nuts.
If you play non-aggressive on the base pass and you don't put people in motion, things like that happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Although, if you had Cole at second, you would add the second baseman there maybe to catch that line drive. But again, frustrating baseball from us because we should have first and second with just 1 down. So Teddy better be running here. Christopher has struggled at the plate today. Teddy goes, ball outside. Teddy is very safe at second. And also with a pop-up slide. We have not seen the pop-up slide from him.
We had a lot of two-out magic yesterday, Mike. We need to continue to have that two-out magic
Yep.
right now. It's 6-5. Good, guys. Quick pitch, and that actually looked like a really nice pitch.
That was a really nice pitch. According to my numbers, we got to stretch this thing out 3 more minutes. So we've got to get Chris on. Swing and a miss. We need... I don't know why Teddy's not running here. You want to run Teddy.
After probably told him not to.
Swing and a miss. And that is it. And that is fast enough to put us into the bottom, or the top of the 6th.
Oh my goodness.
We're up by 1. We're up by 1. So all we need is 3 outs. Chris quite distraught. But again, part of the journey from being a young boy to a young man is that you got to get over those frustrations. I assume Gianni will be on to finish out the game that he has done so well. So let's see how this goes. I don't know if you can change defensively for the DH for the fielder here. So Chris will need to get his head about him and get into left field here quickly. It's unlikely we will put anybody else in, as I believe Javon and Isaiah both had their time. So I'm just downcast. I'm not going to lie. There's no energy, downcast. The only guy running out there is number 99. Everybody else is looking frustrated. So,
What a game, Mike.
Whew.
That's a way to start game 1 of Sunday.
yes, quarterfinal here is maybe a little closer than I was expecting, and certainly a little closer than I was hoping. I sort of thinking this was like a 7-3 game, not a 6-5 going into the final inning game. Also, the bummer is this will be it for Gianni. We won't. This will finish his innings up for the weekend. So we'll have to go 2 more games with a few more innings on Jack's arm, and then fresh innings from Cole and Teddy. I think we're about middle of the order for the for the Coyotes.
Yeah, middle of the order.
If you're at home and you have a way that you like to relax, you should avail yourself of that. A little yoga, a little shot from your whiskey flask, whatever it might be.
Happy place is a good place right now. And a happy place for me would be, let's get this first batter.
Yes.
I think in 3 consecutive innings, it's the leadoff guy that's walked. And I'd like to start.
Yep, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I think we've got to take this, we were trying to win each inning. Now we've got to win each batter.
Yep.
That works. Because we have now ticked over the 1 hour and 45 minute mark, so this is officially as far as it goes.
Lefty's up. We're going to shade him appropriately. Javon's in the right spot.
Yeah, I don't know. Isaiah's barking, but that was...
I think Chris
right
needs to
place.
be a little bit more shallow. Chris hasn't moved, but Javon's right where he needs to be. Jack's playing shallow.
I'd rather
Same
see
defensive alignment.
Ricardo move to his left, our right a couple of steps.
Swing and a miss. So quickly, it's Gianni and Isai again. Around from first is Joe, Ricardo, Jorge, Cole. In the outfield from right to left, Javon, Jack, and Chris. It's a 1-1 count.
So standard Gianni on the 0-2 pitch likes to throw that fastball high, but that one was high and away, so not really tempting for the batter to swing at.
Oh, 2, isn't it 2-1?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Strike 3.
Strike 3. We're going to go around the horn. Isai's going to spike it to Cole. Cole's going to not go around the horn at that.
We're not messing with things. We're not messing with things. We're just going to get the ball in there. What I loved about that is Isai knew that was a strike and just threw it down. There was no debate.
So 1 down. And this is a good start for Gianni. Swing and a miss.
Gianni in that rhythm that we've seen from him that makes him our ace right now. And offers out for a bunt, misses. That is considered a swing, therefore strike 2. in the event of a bunt with 2 strikes and it goes foul, it's an automatic out. So assume that the batter's going to swing here.
Bit of happy feet in the box. Gianni fires. He's going to spike it 47 feet. And it's a good idea right here. I would love the curveball here, Mike. We heard about the curveball a couple tournaments ago. I want to see it. This is a perfect spot for it. He's set up beautifully for it.
Yeah, nobody on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Throw that curveball.
He's going to go with the low heat. And they're going to go around the horn again. And this time it's nice and clean.
This time, exactly. Isai must be really hot back there. He pops up on those 3rd strikes, so ready to be done with this game. Gianni spikes the first pitch for ball 1. Big leg kick. Little high, little high.
Joe's a little bit in now. Now he backs up just a bit.
I'm super confused about where Joe's supposed to be right now.
A little bit low.
Wow, Gianni's been around the zone there. I kind of feel like he's earned at least one of those calls.
As a result, it's 3-0 count.
3-0.
And we know that they have the green light, the Coyotes do. But they don't do it this time. It's down the pipe for strike 1.
Come on, do it again, Gianni. Do it again. You got to go back to your best pitch here. There it is.
2 strikes. No, it's 2 strikes.
Yeah, he just pumped him out. Yeah, he just pumped him out. Oh, did he not do the...
It was emphatic, but
okay.
I'm hoping that he just called it.
Okay, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's going to be ball 4. So, Coyotes are going to have a runner now. The kids like it.
All right. Isai will get him if he runs.
And he swings through strike 1. Beautifully placed pitch on the outside corner.
Runner on first, hardly with the lead. So
2-step lead, 2.5 step now. Gianni doesn't check him now. It's 3. He's not going anywhere. Swing, you're gonna miss.
Gianni not caring about the runner on first here. I would like him to check him, but never mind.
And he got it. Let's go.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a Jackrabbits victory over the 8-seed Monarch Coyotes, who did not play like an 8-seed. We congratulate them on a game well played. Boys throwing hats in the air. They only won the quarterfinal. They need to get serious about the semifinal and the final. So your Jackrabbits broadcasting will be back. Tony and Mike's show will be back as we start the next game right here again on Field 1. And we thank you very much. Make sure you have liked, subscribed, and hit that bell so you hear us when we are back for the semifinal against the Legends. If you have to leave, we wish you a good rest of your weekend. Otherwise, we'll